Yeah. Look. Check my approach, I'm never doing the most. I coach cold plays, then we doing a toast. I boast. Never had to play the field, it's easy to trap. Easy to steal, destroy, not too easy to build. Taking care of your kids, now that right there, I swear, definition of real. Lace up your spirit, never run out. Longest night ever ended when she pushed my son out. You bozos, I gotta question your choice. My son first words, Dad, I'm impressed with his voice. How can I stress when I'm blessed and I'm poised? These owl sharpers tripping over their words. Mess up the respect for you boys. Deadbeats, y'all some throwaways. It seems like your idols grew to have nothing to show today. So we made a show to make older niggas our protege. Hey, it's your lucky day. Follow me, I'm dad as fuck. I think I know the way.
How do we start it?
Welcome to the Dad AF Show. Yeah, I like that. I don't approve. He's just hating because he wasn't here.
That's a fact.
That's all that is.
When it was here in spirit, I'm here. You're not here during its inception.
It's alright, nigga. It's alright.
I mean, look, man. Welcome back.
Yeah.
We're back again for another week. We're not canceled yet.
I think we know who we are by now. I'm your host, Sizzle Cells.
I'm James Rich.
Woo to God. Oh, I'm sorry.
And listen, fire. Sizzle Cells actually, he cried. He begged for his job back. I'm looking at the screen instead of the camera. He begged for his job back.
Narcissist.
Sizzle Cells, I am. Sizzle Cells gave him his job back. It looks like he's about to get fired again because he's being ridiculous.
He's out here wilding.
I will start like this though. Has anything happened in you guys' lives over the last week that stands out you want to talk about?
I went camping for the first time ever.
Black man camping.
Man,
Tell us about that.
Talk about that because I will never go camping.
It was super weird.
That was your first time camping?
That was my first time ever.
Dope.
Making a tent and everything.
Cool. Who'd you go camping with?
I went camping with my girl and her family.
Okay.
So, it was pretty cool. Like we went to King Philip's camping ground.
Don't get nobody no plug. It don't matter where you went, Mr. Specific.
No, it was cool though because I've never, like I said, I've never went camping. I've never pitched a tent, so it was the first time doing all of that. It was my first time doing all of that. And
what was your favorite part of the trip?
Favorite part. Going into the town and just walking around and seeing how
people looked at you like getting Negro.
how Aryan. How Aryan. How Aryan.
What is he talking about?
He got other bars, bro. How Aryan the Aryan just. No, it was serious. There was like
Aryan. You trying to say there was no black people?
There was no.
Son said how Aryan the Aryan.
Oh, I never heard that. So what? And what was the worst part?
The worst part.
How Aryan the area was?
No. Well, the worst. No, it was.
He's wilding. This is why I fired him.
Exactly.
No, it was very cool. But it looked like just walking around, people were just looking at you weird. Or whatever. But in the campgrounds, which was also not as diverse, but people were very, very cool and cordial.
Yeah,
like, very
nice. Camping.
You know what I mean?
Nice.
And it's
you
crazy.
might need each other out there.
Yo, and it's crazy. Like the campers, the size, like people really invest.
Oh yeah, that's like a thing, bro.
So I was like, yo, that's mad cool. Like I would want to have that tradition for my kids, like going camping and stuff like that.
That's dope though, because I'm all about like new traditions and starting your own traditions and stuff like that. I'm not sure if that's like I don't know if I would ever do that, like go camping and stuff. I'm cool with like cute little camping, like in the backyard with a tent and be out there like super cool with my kid, like real intimate type. You know what I mean? But I don't know about like driving all the way to West Bubblefuck. Yeah, and like
I think in the future though, I want to get like a camper. You know what I mean?
I would do that.
Rather than tent,
like
I would do a camper with the kids,
type,
like road type stuff, and stop in other areas and stuff.
Cool.
Like
so with you?
Me, not much. I mean, I do want to say R.I.P. to Uncle Dave. My wife's uncle passed away. And I'm saying this because he was an amazing dude. Like, you know, I didn't know him that well, but the few instances I spent with him was amazing. And I think as a dad, he's just a special guy. His kids are awesome people. You know, but I did want to bring up that every time I met him, he made me feel so comfortable that I used to feel like, I want to be that type of dad.
What's his name?
His name was Dave.
Uncle Dave. Rest in peace, Uncle Dave.
He was so cool. So, I mean, you know, it was a little sad, but I think he touched so many people. He had like 150 people at his funeral. It was crazy. Like it was like the president was in the building. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But and I just feel like just you helping people and touching people. Like I said, like I hung out with him maybe a handful of times, 6-7 times.
Yeah.
But he had that type of impact on me. So that was my
Had
week.
that presence.
Exactly, and he was a great dad. So I just want to shout him out.
Did you guys take your daughter to any of the?
No, I'm mad though. I wanted to bring her to the wake, but we didn't.
See, I think that's weird. I'm not really into bringing kids to things
But
like
see,
that.
different though.
So this is what. So look. So
'Cause of her age.
my mother-in-law said no, and which is why we didn't. Well, whatever. But my thing is, my daughter's only 10 months, so she's not gonna. She don't know what's going on. I was looking at it more for everyone else. You know what I'm saying? This is the family, and she's. Everybody
I think
loves
it's
babies.
like a superstitious thing, though. Like,
I
you
never
don't
heard of
bring
this.
babies around like that kind of like.
I never heard of
death
that.
And, like those kind.
I think I'm indifferent because of her age. Like if my daughter was 10 months, I probably wouldn't matter if we can't find babysit or something like that. It wouldn't matter. But as they get older,
As they get older, see, I didn't go to funerals either when I was a kid. I think the first funeral I remember going to was probably I was like 10, 11. Before that, I would just tell my parents I'm not going. Like, I'm not into that. But for me, it's more like everybody loves babies. It's a sad occasion. Let's bring some beauty. Let's bring some light.
That's
you know
a
what I'm saying?
fact.
That was my point of view. I understand the other way, but it is what it is. What about you though?
Car troubles, man. I'm paying buku bucks to just do repairs on this vehicle over like the last couple months, and it's funny because if it wasn't for the kids, I would literally drive it till the wheels fell off. Literally,
so that's the
drive it.
different. Now.
That's the difference.
You don't
so
want to bring it down on the road.
Yeah,
tire pop off
because I gotta be having precious cargo. So I gotta move. I gotta move different. So yeah, man, that's just it though, and I don't think that's something people be thinking about, like just how expensive and it's not. You don't even spend the money directly on the children, but you have like all these ancillary things that you you got to take care of because you know what I mean.
Even life
it's about
insurance.
their safety, life insurance,
all that type of stuff.
But that's like a more passive thing, you know what I mean? But it's like I'm just talking
depending on how serious that insurance is.
That's true.
Wait, quick question. Oh, y'all got life insurance on
I
your
don't,
kids?
but I'm about to.
No, on the kids.
On the
What that
kids,
mean?
if the kid dies, you get money.
Oh,
My
I'm not
wife,
even thinking about that.
So
Let me say it like that.
It's mad funny. It's mad funny. My wife did that, and I thought it was the weirdest thing.
It
I
is.
died laughing. I'm like, you're trying to murder.
I could just die after
You're
that.
trying to murderize my baby. You're trying to murderize my baby.
But long term wise, the reason why I did it is because once they get life insurance on them, because they've had it for so long, all they gotta do is just pay on them. You understand what I'm saying? Like it's not as high as it would if they got it for themselves.
See, but for me, but my child dying is gonna give me money if they die.
No, well, for their funeral, God forbid.
That's how it works.
Oh, for their funeral, I don't want to deal with that.
You know, but
I had life insurance for everybody.
Listen,
in the family.
African dads, bro, them niggas take out insurance on everybody.
Because anybody can go. They can all go. Y'all can all go.
Got the insurance on the baby.
Mom, give me the buzzer. Stop these people talking. What you talking about?
No, because I was just thinking to myself, like, if my child died, I don't want to stop talking. I don't want to change
put
the
that in the
conversation.
universe. Yeah. He's dark,
because
man.
if that happens, I might
dim the lights.
as well just die.
Dim the lights. It's getting dark.
That's not even what I was thinking.
Paying for my child's funeral was the last of my worries.
But yeah, man. So that's
$2.
so that's like that was my thing this week. Is just like, you know what I mean, just spending money on things for just the safety and the betterment of like my family and stuff like that.
So look, I got a question. I got a question. Give me one memory you have with your dad. It could be positive, it could be negative, or a memory that just pops into your head.
You want me to go first?
I want him to go. Laugh. No, you was ready to go, so you go.
So the thing I remember, and it's a pretty positive memory, given that like I really wasn't. When I hit my teens, I lived with my dad. Before that, I lived with my mom for a little bit, and before that, up until like 9, 10 years old, I actually lived with my grandmother. I grew up in Jamaica.
So your parents weren't together?
They weren't together.
Gotcha.
So, but what I do remember is that my dad had like this cherry red Jeep Cherokee with like these gold tires.
I love that car. I remember that.
Super fire.
That's like 94,
fire, like 96 ish.
Yeah, I remember those.
Huh?
What they used to call him? Baby boy calling Dayton's?
Nah, it wasn't Dayton's.
It
though,
wasn't Dayton's, but it was kind of. It looked like gold Dayton's actually.
Yeah.
So he used to pick me and my brother up, and we used to just drive all through Brooklyn. He used to get us like Jamaican food, and I just remember like just being in the car listening to like old ass reggae, like Bob Marley, Buju, like Garnet Silk, like you know what I mean, like those artists and stuff. And I just always remember that, and like he used to be doing his running around, and he used to just leave me and my brother in the car. And we used to just being there, like,
I was feeling
yeah, I mean, yeah, it used to be cool. It used to be cool. So like, that's a really dope ass memory that I got, man. And I can't wait to recreate those moments with my kid. You know what I mean? Like those, like, yo, let's run an errand, like hop in the car, let's run out.
I think it's important for us to remember those things, because then we'll do them as parents and know how much they mean to the child, because you remember how much it meant to you.
Like the Maya Angelou quote, you know what I mean? You don't remember what people said or what they did, but you remember how they make you feel. So it's like that. I remember that, and that was like always super just. That's a lasting memory of like interaction. They all wasn't positive with me and my dad, you know what I mean? But when you just posed a question like that, that was the first thing that jumped to the top.
Definitely. What about you?
So the first thing that jumped to the top was very negative, but after
let's talk about
story,
it. No. Let's do the first thing, bro.
I already know what mine is.
All right, so can I talk about 2 memories then?
Do what you want to do, bro.
You get one memory and then I cut you off.
No, positive is gonna be short.
Just talk.
Come on.
No, not.
I feel like we need to have him on the show every week so we can just badger him and just bother him.
Go on.
Sorry.
The positive one was that I remember my dad always taking me with him to the meetings when he met the Australians. This is back in Ghana when he worked in the
Australians.
Well, how's that funny?
Was it that in the mob?
No.
Is he a gangster?
No.
I know I'm confused what you meant by the Australians.
So in Ghana, he used to work in this gold mine.
You said that last episode.
Yeah. That he worked in the gold mine.
Remember he picked them up and threw it. Yeah. The Australians owned the mines.
They owned it. He did say that. I get it.
So he used to go. Yeah, and I used to love interacting with them and
with the Australians
and try to mimic their accents and stuff like that. Cool.
It's like weird.
So that was always good. We always went to like the best hotels and had like the best dinners and stuff like that. So that's a great
rest in peace, Steve Irwin.
Yeah. That's fat to be laughing, but go ahead.
Because you're fat.
Yeah, I know.
All right, so
you got life insurance on the kids. Death is clearly.
This is the last time I'm coming. No. So the first memory that popped into my mind. Sorry, Dad, but I remember one time me and my dad was standing side by side and we were watching either a show or something like that, and he was talking and my eyes just started welting up. I don't remember what the memory was that popped in my head at the time, but I was just welting him. I was just so angry, like I was about to hit him.
Oh, that was like the first time you thought about washing your pops up?
Yes.
But why?
And then like, and my mom and my sister was like, yo, what's wrong with you? I was just like standing there crying because I know I didn't want to do what I was thinking about doing.
This is not funny.
It's not funny.
That's hilarious. It's not funny. It's hilarious.
But yeah, so I was super angry, and then my mom was like, yo, what's the man? I'm like, yo, I am so mad. And I couldn't pinpoint why I was so mad. Yeah. I was just like, he was there, and his order was like, this
is opening up. I have a lot of questions now.
I don't want to get into it.
Yeah, I'm
scared.
I don't know if I want to get into
a whole other
this.
episode. But anyway, long story short, I started anger management after that.
Oh, okay.
Oh, nice.
Wow. So how old was you?
8. 9.
Nah, I think I was like 12, 13.
Okay. Wow, interesting.
Angry 12-year-old.
We're gonna have to revisit this dynamic right here. We might just have to do a whole episode with Wu and his childhood, because that's what we're here to help the people, right? Anyway, the biggest memory I have of my dad. It's negative and positive at the same time. Probably more positive than negative. So when I was a kid, I don't know how old I was. I might have been like 13, 14, maybe younger, maybe 11. I don't know. I was in summer camp. Actually, it was in summer camp, I believe, at PS 18. Staten Island. Y'all know what I'm talking about, West Brighton. Long story short, I leave. My dad picks me up after camp. I get in the car. We driving home. My dad goes, "Where's your jacket?" I was like, I don't know. He's like, "What you mean you don't know?" I was like, I don't know. He was like, you went to school with a jacket. You in a car now. Where's your jacket? Why you don't know where it's at? I was like, I don't know. I might have lost it. You could buy me another one. He smacked the shit out of me. Like, I mean, just like, bow, like mad fast.
Wait. So, just to get a clear picture, Woo, sit next to him. You pretend to be... just so we get the picture clearer.
Yo. And he smacked me, and mind you, like I said, my dad didn't hit me. Like, I never got hit as a kid. So this was very shocking. Like, it was like very shocking, which is probably why I remember it so vividly.
Right.
But it was like, in the moment, I was upset. And I look back now, like, I was wilding. Like, I was like, why did I say that?
Yeah.
Like, how selfish, how spoiled. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I think about that all the time now. Like, all the time when I think about anything. When I think about being selfish at all, I remember myself like, don't be like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's a positive thing because it keeps me grounded now.
That's
you know
dope.
what I'm saying? Keep me grounded. And I could tell that he didn't want to hit me. I could tell after he hit me, he was like in shock, like, oh shit, I just hit this motherfucker.
So you got the grounded slap.
Yeah. Like,
So that's called getting hoshed, right?
yeah, well, I never heard of that.
Yeah, it's hoshed. It's hauled off and smacked him.
HOA is an acronym. So
Did you make that up?
No, I didn't. I've heard it before.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you definitely got hoshed. That's what happened.
Facts. And it's funny, guys. I could look. I was looking up. This what has saved me, guys. At first, I was mad about that, but I saw that he was getting upset. Like I think he actually was hurt that he hit me.
Yeah.
And then it made me feel a little better about it. Like he didn't want to do that.
Now look what you made me do.
He might have said that. He might have said that after
Look
that.
what you made me do.
Man, also, if you
funny,
meet any of my
though,
parents,
man.
they'll tell you that they think that I'm careless. I don't think I'm careless. I think I got a lot on my
You
mind.
relax.
Yeah,
Relax.
I think I'm relaxed and I have a lot on my mind, so
That's cool,
I'm
bro.
forgetful at times.
Nah, that's dope though, man. Shout out to y'all, man. Dad, y'all. I mean, molding, fucking us up, and all that at the same time, though. But
Definitely.
it's all a beauty. But
Facts.
so we gonna get into this. We got, you know what I mean, this next guest coming through. Very
Full house
interesting dude. Yeah,
Yeah.
very interesting guy. So we gonna let him introduce himself, and y'all, I mean, get the, you know.
Roll the clip, Mom.
I'm Russell. I'm 29 years old with 3 beautiful boys. At King of a King 28, Russell Rose on Facebook, and I'm here on the Dad as Fuck show.
Day. Follow me, I'm dad as fuck, I think I know the way.
Compromise, understanding, and a learner. I would go with J. Cole. He's more laid back and more of a mom. You see what he did with the mom side and things like that. He got the single mother housing, so he understands how to be that, a nurturer. I need. What's the cliche that best describes my parenting? That's kind of tough. I would say do as I say, not as I do, because you don't get it right all the time, you know. So. You know, you might be doing something wrong, but your delivery is wrong, but your message could be better than what you intended to be. So I would say do as I say, not as I do. Do I have a child that I like to hang out with the most? Not really, because when I'm chilling with my oldest, I could be more man to man with him. My youngest one, I gotta be a little more tentative with how I deal with him. So I got different faces for each one. I mean, to piggyback on that, I feel like maybe if I had a girl at some point in time, she automatically becomes my favorite because I already have 3 boys. So what snack of my kids is a favorite for me to eat? I buy Funyuns, and he likes them, and I'll be tearing those out behind him. Go, he be tight. It's one word to describe my childhood. Complicated. What's most important, time with my kids or money? That's tough. That's a tough question. I feel like I gotta answer this in 2 ways. I feel like for the kids, it's time, but to afford the time, you need money. So that's kind of complicated. One word to describe the relationship with my dad, absence. What's more important, time with my significant other or money? I would say time with my significant other, because you can't get that bond back if you're just chasing money. So you gotta bond with your significant. What's more important, time with my significant other or time for myself? I would say time for myself, because I still need to build me in order to be the best I could be for her. The reason why Will Smith is my favorite rap dad is because he lets his kid identify how they want to identify and to figure out their own lane without enforcing rules and regulations because of his stature. My favorite football team, New England Patriots. Tom Brady the GOAT. If I could think of any title of a song that defines me as a parent, what would it be? It would be Love Yours.
Follow me, I'm dad as fuck, I think I know the way.
Yes. Welcome our guest. Welcome my guest.
Thanks for having me.
What's my man Russ right here? You know, he's a close friend of the show.
Yeah.
Close friend of the show. So look, we're gonna jump right into it. So give us a little background on yourself. How many kids you got? How old are they? The situations with the parents,
man.
all that.
You talk about it.
Quick rundown.
My name's Russ, 29 years young. I got 3 beautiful boys, 11, 6, and 1 in the womb. You know, my lady. Mm-hmm. She's due in December.
Congrats.
Shout out to my beautiful fiance.
So it's 2 and 1 on the way.
Yes.
Okay. Copy. All right. So, you have all your children with the same person?
No, I do not.
Okay.
My oldest.
He said that. Go ahead.
He said like Bill Cosby. Bill Clinton.
No,
I
Not as sexual.
Sorry, do not. My first one is from someone else. The other 2 is with.
Okay.
My fiance.
So the oldest one is
yes.
is with someone else, and you're active in the older one. I know that for a fact, so I'm just asking you shit that I already know.
Yeah,
so
the viewers
just
can
entertain
know.
me. Yeah, just entertain me.
It's still, you know, it's dealing with 2 different personalities. You know, as far as, you know, like with my fiance, it's, you know, we've done that already. So dealing with another woman, it's stressful. It gets stressful at times, you know. So we got to make way.
And I asked that because our last episode.
That's a good question.
Our last episode, we talked about stepdads, stuff like that.
That's
so just give us a little insight from your point of view and things like that.
My point of view, actually, stepdads is great. It's great for you know, because being that you're not with the woman, you can't be there all the time.
Now, does your oldest have?
That's a very positive way to
Is
say
there
that.
another guy in your oldest child's life?
Yes, yes.
Okay, and y'all, what's y'all relationship like?
I mean, it's really passive. It's not really. It's
Yeah,
if I see you, it's
cool.
Whatever,
it's cordial.
you know?
It's not like
it's not.
We're
not best friends. We're
I want
not
to say it's not
enemies.
collaborative. Is it
Right,
collaborative?
No, it's not.
Okay.
You know, so
Yeah, not on y'all Will Smith, Dwayne Martin.
no, it's not.
Was that a thing?
It's not. What is
what's
that?
so
All of
I
us
just
or whatever
I want to ask what was your relationship with like with your dad like?
Yeah.
Did you ever have a relationship with like your
actual father?
Yeah.
I did not have a relationship.
Okay.
My I have 2 sisters. They knew him more, you know, well than I did.
Right.
But for me, he wasn't there. He was absentee.
So
but I did have a stepfather who was there.
And what's that relationship like?
Well, he passed away when I was 9. So
okay.
Unfortunately, and I got him tatted on me as well. So because he was there for me. But
Right.
you know, I don't fault my actual father because, you know, things happen. You know.
Yeah.
And I was birthed for.
Did you always feel like things happen, or was that something that you gained with time as you got older and started
As I got
dealing
older
with
and
women?
dealing with women, you start to understand that everything isn't what
like,
you've
damn, like
been
mommy,
told.
like mommy might have been crazy,
wasn't you? right. You
Like
know
that.
what I'm saying? So it's like I don't blame you. You know, because you know at times.
I don't blame you.
You know, at times, you start to hear certain things that your mom may say, and it's like,
Like that's your mentality and shit.
So I mean, so what exactly? So you said you gained that as you got older. When you were younger.
When I was younger, I had resentment because it's like, you know, where are you?
Yeah.
You know, and it's like, you know, you see other people with their dad, and it's like, you know.
Yeah,
you know, but especially once my stepdad passed away.
Yeah,
because it's like
now you really
you had 9 years of
somebody being
there. So now he's gone. You know, where the hell are you at? You know,
can you think of any particular way that it affected you specifically? Like, could you think of a way like now
as far as
you as a person not having
my actual father not being there? Like I was saying before, it affected me then, but now as I've gained more knowledge, I really don't dwell on that. I just as far as me being a father, I think of it as what I would want for me.
Got you.
So I really don't dwell on him not being there. It's just more or less of, you know, what's necessary for my child to get to where they need to go.
So it's this group I follow called Fatherhood is Lit, and they always be posting this little mantra that sticks with me, and I think that's what you're doing without even knowing it. But it says be to your kids who you needed as a child.
That's a fact,
right?
And that's dope. Like I think that's exactly what you're doing.
Right. And that's just
quote.
You know,
like you
subconsciously.
Like you mentioned, sometimes people use it as a crutch, like the resentment, things like that. I mean, I don't even really like that term because I think using it as a crutch makes it seem like you're doing it on purpose. Right. You know what I mean?
Sometimes it's overcompensation.
Yeah, exactly. But some people are just damaged from the situation.
That's true. Like,
and that's just what it is.
And for me, I really can't, relate to that because everybody has, regardless, it doesn't have to be a parent not being there. Something happens to you in life to everybody. So right, and you
exactly.
It's either you use that to elevate or you use that to
it breaks you.
Right. So why would you want something that happened in life?
So I just want to change gears a little bit because y'all niggas talk too much.
Sorry,
well, this is a talk show.
Trying to talk to the men out there.
I'm the hostess with the most.
And the dads.
I'm trying to give. I want to lighten it up a little bit.
Okay.
I want to talk about something. I see this little trend. I think niggas think it's cute, and I don't. Me personally, well, I'm gonna let y'all talk about it. And then you know what I mean. So, punishing your child, right? We both have boys. I know people probably wouldn't do this to their daughters and stuff, but I see this thing. Maybe they might.
Maybe they would.
Sick
That's a
motherfucker.
fact.
But anyway, I see this thing where it's like these dudes be like shaving their kids' heads, like giving them like the Sherman hymns, like
a baldy,
baldy,
as
like punishment. How do y'all feel about that as a punishment? Like shaving your kid's head as a punishment?
I don't like that because you can damage your child from doing that. So you're doing it and then you're putting it online. So what is?
That's a
are
fact.
you getting a kick out of it, or are you actually trying to punish your child? So
you're one sick fuck is what
you're
saying.
You can't have it on both. You can't get a kick out of it and trying to teach him a lesson.
That's a fact.
So which way are you trying to go?
And I not to get too off subject, but what he said, I think you should have a focus on what you're trying to accomplish, right? Like that's the point. Like, are you trying to?
Are you trying to get
help
go viral, or
because if you're doing it to garner attention from the masses, or you're doing it for a kick, then what you're doing is really malicious. Like,
or it's just to make to just make you feel better because your child did something that upset you. But so now you want to
but that's like really your own head. But like your intent is like really malicious because you're not doing it with any like greater purpose.
I got a question. Do you think that's like a very I think a severe form of child abuse? Because it's more like because you don't know how psychologically
it's psychological abuse.
Definitely.
But at the same time, though, I mean,
you don't want to put that title on it because there's
the reason why I'm saying that,
right?
The premise, the reason why I'm saying that is because kids are committing suicides because of social media things, and you put it online to disseminate between the masses. So how your kid feels.
So that's it. So this is the thing, right? So what you said is what you said is kind of like different, right? Because you mentioned the social media aspect of it. I still think it's equally abusive without social media playing a part. Like even if you didn't post it on the internet,
he still gotta go to school,
and you sent I think it's equally as fucked up. So I feel like social media definitely multiplies everything times gazillion, right?
That's a fact.
I just think like it's just like it's corny, it's not creative, it's weak-minded, and you're really a bully.
So let me ask a question from a different perspective. What do you think is the most harsh punishment you would give to your kid?
The most harsh punishment,
like in your brain right
now, like the worst thing you can do is like cut off the Wi-Fi because kids is like they need internet, so I'm gonna turn it off. Like I'm not gonna hit you. Right. Now you gotta talk to me. You will be a human.
Use your words.
Right. So that's like the worst that you can possibly do now. But as far as I don't hit my kids unless like it has to be drastic. Like you had to have. I had to say stop doing that multiple times. Yeah. And then you said something to me. Then I will have to,
No, so you beat your kids' asses, huh?
No, I definitely. If I have to, but I don't overall.
I actually something crazy popped into my head in that same vein. Like I was thinking, like if my daughter ever started like doing something that I didn't approve of, like I could see myself telling like her family about it. Cause I remember when I was a kid, that used to bother me. Like if my mom told like my aunts and uncles things that I did. That would just destroy me. She would do it right at like a barbecue or something. And I'd be like sitting over there looking like an idiot.
And everybody want to give you the lecture.
Exactly.
So my thing is like I know like what getting an ass whooping all the time is like, right? Yeah. And after a time it doesn't work anymore. Like I used to get ass whoopings all the time. So So what I would do is just essentially like, all right, like not avoid it, just cry right away. Go in the room and laugh with your siblings that we all just got beaten and it's good money. But what my grandmother used to do is she used to do like she used to have us stand in a corner and like hold one leg and one ear. Like shit like that.
Neil on Rice.
Yeah, Neil that's Guantanamo. Waterboard your kid.
So grandma made you a flamingo. Okay, that's cool.
Hit the nigga with the flamingo, like yo. So it'd be mad funny because it was like me, my brother, and like 2-3 of our cousins. We all grew up in the same house, so we all used to get in trouble at the same time. Never told on each other and shit. So we all be in the living room like in different corners, like just like trying to keep your balance, like you know what I mean. So I think I believe in like punishment, like. But I'm not a fan of abuse. So I just think, and I also think that kids just be so humiliated sometimes. Like, I think that's enough of a punishment.
Right. Humility.
Like,
That's kind of the vein I'm going in. Like, I felt like that's something that we don't do a lot. I think everybody's afraid of like bullying and stuff like that. But I think humility is missing from society right now. So I'm all about that. You want to do this? Cool. I'm gonna tell everybody you like to do this.
But that's the thing, right? Humiliation.
But when I don't want to humiliate you. But if this is what I won't put nothing on you. Yeah. I'm just gonna expose the people to what you're already doing.
But family though, but not like
not just the whole world.
Right. No, but that's the difference. And I think that's the difference. I think people really take it to that level. Like I think people have the same idea in mind, but I think we just in a era, a time space right now when people just love attention and like they want to go viral so bad they don't care what it's for. You know what I mean?
How it affects.
This all attention is good at. Like you're not an artist. Like all attention is not
all publicity
good.
Is good.
All publicity is good publicity. Like, come on, like.
Unfortunately, a lot of people feel like they could be though. Oh, not even artists, but they want fame. People are living in a different world. People,
but that's the thing. They want.
It's for them.
They don't care if it's fame or infamy. They just want the attention.
They want the attention.
You know what I mean?
It's all about attention.
Like you don't want to be infamous, bro. Like
that's a fact. I got another question. It's kind of coming off a situation with Russ. So like, all your kids don't live together. Right, they're not right.
No.
So, do any of you guys come from like different where you don't live with your siblings, or you grew up not living with your siblings?
Well, for me, my father, he had other kids as well. So
okay, so I want to ask you. Good. So, because I wanted to ask, how do you think how did that affect you as a kid? Your relationship. I'm asking what you think about. I'm thinking how that would be like for your family and what you would do to help or whatever.
It was kind of weird because it's like every some odd years it'd be like a new sibling that showed up. Like, oh, I'm your sister, I'm your brother, so I'm your cousin from your father's side, and it's like, okay. Oh, we have the same cheekbone type of thing. Like, all right, maybe we are related. For me, it's just like I just look at people like, all right, if you got good energy, I don't care who you are, so. If you come with bad energy, then I don't want to be around you. But overall, they came with good energy. Yeah. One of my father's, I guess that would be my stepbrother or whatever the case may be. He ended up living with us. My mom took him in, and he was like 20, and I haven't seen him ever. He came in at 20 years old, and he was living in the house. So
So how do you think about your kids? I'm thinking about for your kids. I mean, obviously it's not gonna be the same. Hopefully you don't have 4, 5, 6 new brothers and sisters coming. No. But you know what I'm saying. But for your oldest, you want that relationship, I'm sure, to be strong. So
absolutely, and it sucks in a way because I would rather my kids all be on one roof. But that's just not the reality for now. Things change moving forward, but they still have a good relationship. So, my son, my youngest.
How do you do that? How do you keep that?
Just being around or having them call or send them a text. Now that my youngest know how to text, he'll text you to death,
Nice.
So he'll send you a gift, or whatever. a minion, he'll send him a minion or whatever. Either way.
That's dope. I'm thinking that technology has helped us in that sense, right? Like you can have informal connections that can build to real exactly that can build to real connections, which is dope.
And that that's basically what's
fire.
working.
Did you have anything like that, so? As far as what? Like siblings and different
well, me and my brother my brother Milt, the crazy one. We grew up together. Like I tell people that he was like the one constant in my life. Like I said, we was raised by our grandmother, and we moved to Brooklyn. We lived with our moms. And then we was getting in trouble in Flatbush, so then we moved to Staten Island. So my brother was the one constant. So my dad actually had a daughter with his second wife. And then when we started living with him, we started living with our sister as well.
Got you.
You know what I mean?
And what age is this? Just so
when I moved to Staten Island, like
14, 13.
13,
yeah.
like 12, 13, 8th grade-ish, 7th, 8th grade-ish, you know what I mean? So that's when I was always around my sister. But we used to visit, you know what I mean? Like he used to come pick us up, you know what I mean? Red Cherokee. And we would, you know what I mean? So I was around my sister, but I didn't really grow up with my sister until then. And even then, now I'm older. So like she's way younger than us, so it's just like a difference in interactions and.
As I'm thinking about this, I'm thinking like living in the household together kind of changes everything, right?
It changes the dynamic.
Like my
totally.
brother, because me and my brother have different fathers, but we got the same mother. But he was dead when I was born. He's 9 years older than me, so it's like when people use the word like half brother and stuff, that's so strange to me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's my brother. So, like we have different fathers, but. That's my brother. And I even have a cousin that I was raised with who's my cousin, but my mother raised him. So that's my brother too. You know what I mean? He's my cousin, but that's my brother too.
So unbeknownst to a lot of people, I actually have a older sister from my father before he married my mom. She been around. I actually have a picture of her holding me when I was like a little baby or whatever. But I've not seen her in 20 some odd years.
And he's only 19. So this
the numbers are
that's crazy.
The dynamic was crazy, especially when we were living in Ghana. I think she was also in Ghana, so she used to visit, but I was too young.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, and after we moved here, she lives in like UK. She goes back and forth to Ghana. So I have not had any contact with her. But my older sister and my older brother, they have like some semblance of like relationship.
No, I got the same situation with sisters, but I was gonna say is dads. We gotta try to help that situation because family, I think, is everything. It's important. You know what I'm saying? You need that, and they forever. Your family is forever.
It's funny because my dad's his second wife actually she had like children before they got together. You know what I mean? So. I don't share blood with them, but they're like my brothers.
That's what I'm saying.
And I don't claim them no
so
differently
important.
because like my older brother Rob, like he really like he always gave us that energy. I never knew what that energy was with somebody who wasn't
your blood,
like my blood. You know what I mean? Like I had friends that had close friends and stuff, but I didn't know what that energy was like as far as like people just going out of their way to do things for you. Like
family's different,
you know. So
family's
it was
different.
really dope. Like even after my dad and his second wife. You know what I mean, broke up or they wasn't together no more. And I was like in high school and I just kept thinking like, damn, I ain't gonna be able to see my brother no more. Like he was playing ball overseas and shit. But he used to remember my birthday, send me gifts. He used to pop up to the crib like unannounced, like late night, like, yo, come to the back door. Give me like a pair of sneakers and some money.
That's lit.
And just dip off like Zorro. Like, so it was like, so I mean, but like things like that really just show you like, you know what I mean? Like just who you have to be to other, like I said, like, you know what I mean, just be that person that you needed when you was a kid, right?
You want to move on to our new segment?
Let's do it. So we got this new game that we just thought of literally today. So we gonna
listen. I'm not gonna take no credit for it. Marcel Sizzle Cells thought
has
of
like
this.
6 games in his head.
Yeah, he thought of this. He gets all the credit. It's fire.
It's fire. So the name of the game is Who's the Daddy? Who's the daddy? So it's funny because he doesn't know anything about the game
at all.
He knows about the game, but he doesn't know about the game. Yeah. So they're really gonna be guessing. He has the clues because he didn't send them to me.
Yeah.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna show a series of images from film and TV, and you guys have to guess
who's the daddy.
Who
do I get a buzzer?
Who was the daddy? I am the buzzer.
Yeah.
So I gotta do this.
So y'all can figure it out together.
Okay.
So we're gonna show y'all 3 images.
Yeah. First, we're gonna show you one image.
Then we're gonna give you the clue.
Yeah.
Then we're gonna show you we're gonna give you another image and show you the other clue and so on and so forth. So you get 3 visual clues and 3 verbal clues.
Yes.
For who the dad is. So
and you only get one guess. I don't want y'all just
throwing
things out.
So it's TV. So just think TV and film. So it could either be a movie, a fucking TV show, or it could be a talk show. Who knows?
Yeah.
Cosman.
All right, let's go.
Well,
you just used up your thing.
Okay, so that's the
what?
Don't answer it yet. I'm gonna give you a clue.
Okay.
So
I want to hear the clue though.
The dad works for the city.
He was a police officer.
I said he works for the city.
Are you using your guess, sir?
Are you using your guess?
Or do you need more clues?
I need more clues.
Can I answer?
Yeah.
Family Matters?
That's what I said. That's what I'm saying. Is he a police officer?
Images and showing the full image, please.
You are correct.
Yeah.
So I was right. Okay.
He was like, I knew he knew. That's how I know.
Can't hesitate though. You gotta hop out.
Mark, you wasn't supposed to start with that one. Though. What happened, Mark? I thought you were supposed to start with the other one.
We're supposed to be on team.
It don't matter. It don't matter. We got
We the dad team.
All right.
We all on team.
Yeah.
Put up the next image.
Jamaica got a bobsled team.
Yeah, bad furniture. I knew that was.
Terrible.
This is tough.
All right, what's the clue?
The dad, his brother's name is Elroy.
Jetson.
I need another one. I need one more.
All right, show him the next.
The next
snippet.
one. The next one, Mom.
Wow. Okay. You said there was 3 of them, right?
Give him the clue. The clue is
Baby
he works for animal control.
Baby boy.
He gave you a guess.
Did I tell you, baby boy?
Animal control.
Oh.
Don't say anything else.
Oh God.
You figured it out? Ooh.
I think so. I don't know.
Let Russ rock.
All right, Mark.
Only
the
thing-
next one.
All right, there's one more. There's one more.
Here for me. What do you think it is? Right here. That's the next one? No. One,
No,
let's
is
show
that the next one?
Oh, that's the
yeah,
last one.
Okay.
All right.
Oh.
All right, hold on. I got one more clue for you.
Okay.
Who got it?
So when I'm feeling low, she comes as no surprise.
I'm stumped.
It's music close to the related to the.
Miss Parker? Miss Parker.
Oh, is that? All right. So then that's Friday. That's
Yeah.
that's
In
my
that
man.
window.
That's Bernie Mac.
Yeah, no, it's not.
It's not Bernie Mac.
Friday.
His son's name.
He said Miss
starts with
Parker.
C.
So
I was just
starts with C.
Okay, that's Craig.
Yeah, and his
Craig
dad.
and
Probably. You can
Craig.
show him the whole image. It's
so
Friday. It's Friday. We got one more for y'all.
Who's the
Got
daddy?
one more for y'all.
Who's the daddy?
All right, we
Let's
can play
go,
the first
Marv.
image, Marv.
Marv, don't fuck up, Marv.
So we had Carl Winslow and Pops.
Carl Winslow, Pops.
What was his name in Friday? Was his name Pop? No.
His name
His
was
name's
it?
always Pops.
Pop.
No,
This is
it
Pop.
don't matter
Definitely
what.
Pop.
All the time. Okay.
What in the history of polar bears?
All right. So I'll give y'all a clue. This dad lives in California.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, there's a lot of dads.
Marv, could you zoom in the image for us, please? Is that possible? If you can, it's
If
cool.
you can't, don't worry about it. You go to the next clue. If y'all don't got any guesses.
All right, next one.
Next one.
Fuck them up.
Oh, you made it smaller.
Damn, Marv. There you go.
There you go.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh, what? Nigga say it. You talking about, oh.
You got another
Bill
clue?
Cosby?
I'll give you a clue.
I'll take the clue.
No, Bill
His
Cosby, you're done with.
child's name starts with the letter D.
D'Antoni?
That's right. Mike D'Antoni.
And Sons of the Father.
Fuck is that? You know?
Coach for the Houston Rockets.
That stairwell looks very familiar.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's there. What does it?
Of course it does.
Let's go. Of course.
You used to go up and down it every Saturday morning.
All right.
Yeah.
Next one, Marv. Make that
This
bigger.
is it. That's as big as it gets.
Okay,
Pause.
this is
I'm gonna give you a clue. I'm gonna give you a clue from
okay,
the
okay.
from the I'm gonna give you a clue from the music.
You
That's
shouldn't have said
related.
that.
I know.
That's all right. Go ahead.
When you're lost out there, a light is waiting to carry you home.
this is
He knows it. He knows
that's
it.
Full House.
Yes,
First of all, that Letterman jacket is fire.
You know what's so funny? How I was good at all the black dads and I didn't know.
We thought we would throw you racist for a
Supposed
loop.
to keep it black.
You racist for a
So
loop.
speaking of which, who do y'all think is the best dad out of those three?
The best
Pops,
dad out of
Danny
those
Tanner,
three.
and Carl Winslow.
Carl Winslow, hands down.
Hands down.
But why?
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 Only because Carl Winslow, although he was like very hyper protective, he let, even though he looked like he had some apprehension, he let
Yeah.
what was it? The guy with the glasses, I forgot his name.
Urkel, how you
Urkel,
not
I know, he's the
remember
main
Urkel?
character. But he let Urkel literally like come in and out. He
That's
took him
true.
like his son. You know what I mean?
I think Pops. I gotta go with Pops because
He protecting Craig.
he told him some real shit.
that's
Like
a
you
fact.
know,
He
put the
did
gun
have a lot
down.
of- That's a fact.
You live to fight another day.
That's a fact.
I mean,
But
fight.
but that's the thing though. I think Carl also did the same thing. Him being like, cause his kids were not like all perfect.
Not at all.
But he
Eddie's
na-
an idiot. In my
Yeah,
opinion.
but he navigated through all of that. Like, and if they lived in that kind of neighborhood, I think he would have acted the same way.
Maybe.
It's just that where the neighborhood he lived in, Craig lived in, he needed that. You know what I mean?
There's
Right.
some-
So
there's-
basically-
I'm not gonna lie to you,
basically-
there's something about Carl I'm not feeling. I don't
Not
know
feeling
what it
that.
is.
Really?
It's something about him.
Something about him. I'm not feeling
I
either.
don't know
Is it 'cause
what
he's a
it
cop?
is.
I don't know if
I
it's just
something,
don't think
you
it has nothing to do with that.
for
I don't know.
the municipality. I don't know what it is.
And he took care of his
He's
mom
not
and
black.
his
He's
wife.
OJ.
Like, I don't
you
know.
Okay.
That's. I mean, listen. I don't know who I would pick.
No,
but
it's
I
not that
do-
kind of show. Who would you pick?
That's true. You gotta pick.
I might pick Danny. Like I might pick
Okay.
Mr. Tanner only because like I just liked how big their family was and how connected they all were.
Yeah,
like he had a
yeah.
full
House.
house.
And they all lived in
And
the
they
house.
all lived
Everybody
and
was-
worked
He was paying that
together.
bill too.
See, that's because you're big on like group
I'm
economics
huge
and all
on
that.
that.
So I think that's dope. Me personally, I'm picking Pops. I think Pops really held it down. I think the climate that he
Right.
raised them kids in.
That's a fact.
You know what I mean? How he did it in like
And they seemed really
He definitely
well
had the
put
most
together.
adversity.
Right. Getting bit in the ass.
they faced with adversity.
He definitely
like,
had the most adversity.
and it's like, yo, we from here. We not leaving.
not running.
Yeah.
Like, but we gonna do this the right way. And I think that's what it comes
And he
down
got
to.
out there in the trenches.
Yeah.
With
And
his son.
He was out there with
and,
Debo.
And not only that, but
That's a fact.
I just think that is like, unfortunately, I think it's more of an accurate depiction of what most African
what we going
American
through.
households and neighborhoods are
That's a
like.
fact.
You know what I mean? Like,
Very true.
Family Matters. This
It's not a reality.
But what I'm saying is that
Yeah.
it could
It
be
still
real.
is a reality for someone.
Right, but this is what I'm saying. Like, so the show setting is in Chicago, which I found out recently. So
Yeah.
you got a black fat cop in Chicago with children. You know what I mean? And there's nothing wrong with that.
There's
I
a weird
just
nerdy
it's
guy
just-
next door.
I just don't.
That
I,
does crazy stuff.
I just don't know that environment.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
it's a hard
so, yeah,
sell
for
for
you.
me.
That's what I'm saying. And that's what I'm saying. See, for me,
can't relate.
I feel like you guys say pop. I feel like my pop is pops. Like my pop is literally pops. You know what I mean?
fact.
So it's like, yeah, you know,
That's a
I would
fact.
love to live in San Francisco with the Tanner family. So you know, I
right.
like that too. No, definitely. That was interesting.
Did you
So
pick yours?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah,
What'd
he
you
said.
call?
He said.
He said, "Carl." He thought you
oh,
didn't pick yours,
snitch.
but then you did.
I did.
And you said pop.
So
snitch.
I want to
He's a
ask.
snitch.
I want to ask. I want to ask. I actually got two questions, but I don't know if we're gonna be able to get both of them in before we wrap. I want to ask you because you have a older child, right? Does your middle son, Junior, Russ Junior, does he still sleep in your bed?
No.
He sleeps in his own
He
bed.
has his own
How
bed.
did you get him to sleep in his own bed? Because we're all eventually gonna get there one day.
Yeah.
Though, have to get these
It's
niggas out.
definitely, and he's 6, so and there's nice
When
where
did he
he
stop?
may
When did
come
he
and be like,
stop
I want to
sleeping
get
in your bed? Like when did he stop needing to be in your bed to fall asleep?
To be honest, that the need has never ended because you know
This is
there's
what I'm
always
getting to.
if it's a stormy night or whatever the case
Yeah.
may be, he want to jump up and you
Yeah,
know.
but that's still like a
That's a special situation.
right. I'm
right.
just saying.
but
like,
as far as actually him, like, all right, this is my bed. 3?
3. Wow,
that's great.
That's amazing.
Wait, so Mason sleeps in your bed or falls asleep in your bed?
Mason needs cuddle. He'd be
Yeah.
like, you'd be like, Mason, go to sleep. He'd be
Yeah.
like, okay, come cuddle.
Wow.
He's like that, like come cuddle.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
And
tough.
then like if we're here on the bed and I put him over here, he'd be like, Daddy cuddles. I'd be like, all right, should I like it too? Come.
But does that I mean, does he have his own room?
Right now he doesn't.
Because what I was going to ask,
Even
would
when
you
he
think that
did,
would
he
matter?
never cared. No, it doesn't. He has his own space. Like, yes, he has his own room. Like, there's an
what
entire
you're
bed
saying.
for him to go to sleep if he needs to on his own. But he
I got what you're
refuses to
saying,
do that.
Just go in the bed and go to sleep.
He won't even take a nap in midday. Like his midday nap, he needs you to lay with him.
Got you.
He's like that.
But you could lay with him like somewhere. I don't got to be in your bed. I'm just trying to be clear what you're
And
saying.
no, he just needs
Got you.
to feel a body next to him
Got
to
you.
fall asleep, and
Got
then
you.
you go do what you need to do.
Yeah.
But he needs that. So at 3, how did you navigate that? Like,
You
what,
gonna have a lot
Basically,
of
it was there was a couple times where I would actually like have to fall asleep or fake fall asleep in the bed with him to
Right.
get him, you know, to transition into like, all right, this is your space, this is your area, you know. But in the middle of the night, he'll run, knock on the door, you know, come try to get in our bed. So
so
and then what would you do? You take him back to his bed?
Nah,
nigga.
I would
He
let.
said,
Nah,
he said, no,
it's
fuck
3 in the
that.
morning. You could lay here, but
Is-
once he's,
Is he-
I'm gonna pick him up
is
and
he-
go put him in.
At
his
what point did you begin to get him to go to his own bed and lay down and go to sleep without you having to lay down with him, or do you still have to do that?
Now, no. He just
He'll go to his bed and lay down and go to
by
sleep.
himself.
And I'm saying, so
How old was he when
Right.
he was able to do that?
what was that transition from you having to lay with him to him just going to lay in his
I'm
own
gonna
bed?
go to bed. I'm going to my bed. I'm going to sleep.
between 3 and 4 for him to consistently go do it on his own. But
Okay.
So what
As
pointers
far as-
what did you
Yes,
do
I need
specifically?
these.
Like
I
what
need
are the
these.
pointers to give
This nigga
somebody?
Marcel he's like, I need to know.
he needs to know
I
this,
gotta
this
get
works
it
for him.
together.
I'm trying to.
It was basically like, yo, I'm tired of you being in the bed. Go get the hell in your bed. Like, this.
So it was like tough
And
love.
what did he say?
Yeah.
And what did he say?
I don't want to go get in my bed. I
And
want
what'd
to
you
sleep in the
say?
bed with you.
No.
No, go lay in your bed.
He
So it was a
cried.
lot
Go
of
lay in your bed. He
tears
cried.
and-
He teared, but you
Did you-
tired. So
did you lock
5
your
minutes
door?
later, he sleep.
So yeah, so
you-
but
Nah,
I
I don't-
think that's
I don't
key
lock
though,
him. I
right?
lock
Like
him
he's tired, so he's like, I'm gonna keep fighting with him,
Right.
and I'm tired. It's wasting my time. That's I gotta
But
go
once
get in the
once
bed.
he realized, like, he lays in the bed, he's
Not the end of
crying,
the
he's
day.
upset. You tired anyway, so
You
you're
gonna
gonna
fall
go to fall
asleep.
asleep. And then he got up the next one like, oh, I slept in my bed by myself,
And just
then
continuously doing that.
continuously do that.
So you
Between
just gotta
3
rip
and
the,
four,
It took a
he
little
said.
while.
you just gotta
It's
rip the
repetition.
Band-Aid off.
Yeah, that's it.
Once they do it once, you could just remind them, like, remember you did it yesterday.
That's
so
a-
you could
It's
do it.
different though,
It's
bro. It's not that easy,
it's
right?
because it's a new day, so
But-
it's like we got to do that
No,
again.
they're still gonna protest.
You got to still
like,
cry.
My daughter did that, like, you know, because I didn't get it till after she was 1 and stuff like that. But when I started putting her down, I had this whole routine. I'm such a stickler, so I was just like, I turn off everything. She lays in her bed, and I'm like, she start crying, whatever. She falls asleep. The next day, she tried. I'm like, no, you fell asleep last night the same way, so you're gonna do the same thing tonight.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And she'll cry, blah blah.
You
She
got
falls
to.
asleep.
Right.
After
Gotta
the
rip the
third,
Band-Aid
after the
off.
third, fourth time, she can't protest because
Yeah.
you've done it 3 times already.
You
now.
gotta just rip the Band-Aid off.
I don't know how that's gonna work.
See, in me right now,
My daughter can just come lay with me.
we
It's-
live.
I think it's different.
But
if
she's
it's a
young.
girl.
She's super
Yeah.
young.
Yeah,
She's a
10
girl,
months.
so it's
Yeah.
different.
Right, come lay with me.
But we really have a full house, so it's so many hands in the
Yeah,
pot
yeah.
that he knows how to manipulate.
Manipulate.
So it's
Absolutely,
like,
they're not dumb.
but I'm like, when I'm on my like drill
Yeah,
sergeant,
yeah,
not on
yeah.
my
Shit.
drill sergeant. Like bedtime is drill sergeant.
Yeah,
like
facts.
you need to wind down and go to sleep. If he's really crying and carrying on, like somebody will swoop in and save him.
Yeah.
Like the other day, my wife was like, oh, we just had the baby. Now you're sending him to go to sleep by himself. There's so many changes.
Yeah.
How is he internalizing it? And I'm
Oh
like,
my God.
You
I'm
in
like,
too deep with this.
I'm like, you are in
gotta grow up.
far too deep. I said the same because I put him to take a nap before, and he naps at daycare every day with nobody cuddling him.
Right.
So it's like if you
He
can
knows.
take a nap at daycare, bro, you could take you could go to bed like.
But kids
tonight.
know. Kids
He knows
know.
how to play it. So
Right.
I just wanted to put that out there because I was actually having like
Yeah,
a
yeah.
really in detail conversation with him.
No, he was yelling at
Last
me.
week, I was telling him like, bro, you gotta just rip the Band-Aid off, and he's like, no, I think that's crazy.
He's like, but how? He's
like,
like, you're not
that's
listening.
My
He's like,
daughter's 10 months. I'm not ripping no Band-Aid.
Take it off.
I'm not telling you like tomorrow to do it. But I'm
Yeah.
just saying that it's gonna come to a point when it's
It
gonna
may
be
come-
like
it may.
it's gonna be like, yo, listen,
You right? I'm good at that type of stuff.
Listen.
But right now, this
Hell
is
no.
my thing. As long as I know I don't feel like she can understand what I'm saying, I'm not making her do nothing. Whatever she want to do, we running with that. Until I know you understand what I'm saying, and then I know it's gonna be another fight, but then we can start having that fight. Right now, you run the
Yeah.
show.
But
You run the
at
show.
10
Yeah,
months,
you talking
she
right.
understand what you say.
Of course, to
understand.
an extent, she knows to an extent what I'm saying, which is why I can do certain things with her. I can set certain boundaries.
Right.
I'm not gonna tell her what go lay down. Like
Oh,
no,
no, she
like,
don't
I'm not
know.
telling you that. She need me right now. She not trying to do that.
So like with my son, like when he was like that age, like he never slept through the night. I think the doctor broke my baby.
My daughter sleeps right, and that's why I'm not
doctor broke
arguing
me.
about
Got a
nothing
lawsuit,
because
brother.
she does that already, and she'll wake up sometimes and
Go back
right
to
back to
sleep.
sleep.
So my
need to
thing
sleep.
was like to get my son to go to sleep is that I had to gradually like cut back on it, right? So it's like first I'm there like, you know what I
Yeah.
mean, doing a little butt pat, the little butt rub
I
till
can't
he fall
even do
asleep.
that. We gotta
And-
hold her.
And right, so it,
Yeah.
it started there, holding and rock. I used to rock
Yeah.
him. Then I used to put him down and pat his butt. Then it got to the point where he used to literally hold me hostage. Like we had a rocking chair in his room. He would
Yeah,
be in
that's
his
how we
crib.
put us to sleep.
I'd be in a rocking chair. He'll doze off, and the minute I get up out the rocking
wake
chair, he
up.
will open his eyes.
See,
like,
that's why I can't complain because same thing. But my daughter, when she falls asleep, I can just get up, put her in the thing, and we good most of the time for the night. You know, barring the cold or something like
And
that.
the
but
crazy thing is like the other aspect is like you baby's so cute, bro. Like you know,
Yo,
like,
this time she falls asleep, I almost can't let her sleep.
That's a fact.
I'm
Yo,
just looking at her.
Yo, I did the same thing with my daughter. I used to just
waking
watch.
her
I used to just like. I used to literally watch.
Still do that with my
I used to
son.
watch, like, just be like, yo, that's me. You feel me? Like,
Oh man.
So bad.
Just before we run out of time, man, we gonna do y'all gotta
Do
stop
we
it
gotta
today?
stop?
'Cause I
We
don't
can
know if
try
I got one.
I don't know. Do you have something that you
You
feel
feel like dad's gotta stop doing?
Dad's gotta stop.
all these guys out here gotta stop doing these
Y'all gotta
these
stop.
niggas, these young kings?
Niggers, these young kings.
I'm not sure if y'all touched on this, but the like the holster, like the
Oh, I
baby
love that
holder
thing. You're not a fan of it?
Y'all gotta stop.
What?
You one of y'all. I don't like it.
Yeah.
See, all right.
All right, let's take a
I have
vote.
boys.
Let's talk about- hold on,
I have
let's talk
boys, so I don't like that.
Why
Maybe
not?
if it was a girl,
Why
you know,
not?
but
Why not?
I just
Different.
because it's different. Just how you
Hold
would
on, I
treat
wanna hear what you're saying.
your
Why-
daughter.
Why do you not like it? I don't wear it
First of
outside,
all,
but
number one,
I want to.
number one doesn't support the baby's head. You know, so
What?
it doesn't.
Maybe the way you wear it.
I've never worn one because I don't like it. Like
It's a guy.
it doesn't.
But for me, I'm not gonna lie. So
let's talk about it.
But why are we wearing that as a male? For what?
Keeps your hands
keep
free,
your hands
bro.
free so you can
do things.
multitask.
You can move things.
Listen,
Multitask. All right, so
when I was home with my daughter, bro, I couldn't get nothing done. I had to put her in that
Had
shit.
to in the sling.
Can't do nothing because either I'm holding her like this and I'm trying to do everything. with
so.
one
You a
hand.
one hand.
so why is
one-handed?
You're
it
one
not
hander.
cool for guys to move around with the stroller with one?
Because
That's dangerous.
That's security.
If you're
can't-
pushing a stroller with one hand in the street, you can hit a rock and
You can
things will go
lose
awry.
control. Things can happen. with
y'all gotta stop.
my baby on my chest.
rock is gonna do it.
A rock will make
A
shit go
good
awry.
enough rock.
Oh,
Yo,
good. You see
I
Titanic,
can't.
right?
They did that on purpose, okay?
How you feel about the
I don't.
First of all,
First of all,
y'all
they
gotta
got-
stop thinking the way he. No,
I'm not wearing it, bro. I
Culturally
can't.
speaking, bro. I
can't wear it.
My mom.
You must have had one on.
Like
No, no, no.
Africans, we.
No, that's different.
All right,
No,
that's
that's
different. I'm
different.
saying from a
That's
dad's
different. That's
perspective,
completely
from a dad
different.
perspective,
Let finish.
it's so easy, and
Yeah.
the kids actually love
Like being with you.
To,
Be
they
close
feel
to
your
you.
heartbeat, especially when they're babies and stuff like that. So I think they love your heartbeat. They feel in tune. They fall asleep. They rest better. So
And
you
they
want
got
them,
that constant
and it's almost irresponsible to think that you don't have anything else to do but to hold the baby. So there's no other recourse but to hold them.
Right. So I want to ask you, what is
Yeah,
the
that's
what is
the
the
other way.
substitute
What's the
for that?
substitute for that?
Good question.
He's
he don't
done.
got
Let me speak, okay?
There's a car seat. You hold that car seat and you secure your child.
How big that shit. Yo, they got one.
But just
I
to
know
piggyback on what you're
exactly-
saying, what
yeah.
you're saying is 100% true because it's different the way that they secure a child.
Yes. So my mom
Then
used to do that. She
that-
used to yeah.
but-
But
so-
for us,
Your child is
my
out
mom
here.
told me,
I
I
wanna
would
get
do
the
it.
bulletproof
I'll
vest
put it on
one.
my
I
back.
want the
I'll put it on
bottom.
my back if I know how to do
There's
that.
one that
The
looks like
head,
a bulletproof
because
vest.
that's different, and
Yeah.
that secures a child.
Let me
but
say
the
that.
one
The thing
that
is,
they
like, for
selling
me,
the
I wanna
head-
see it, though.
The baby's head is like this.
Nah,
God bless
that's
you,
not
bro.
true, bro.
Let me say this: that they do have ones that come up.
Yeah, it's not true.
And it's like a football pad in the back of the neck
Yeah.
that keeps the neck there. Number one. Number two. What?
I don't like it. I've never seen you in one.
I got one. And,
I wear
and,
them in the
and,
house.
and number three. Now I know
He
what I'm
said I
bringing
wear
to
it
your
in the
baby
house.
shower.
Facts.
Don't bring that to my baby shower.
I'll bring you a fire one.
Don't do it, man.
I bet you.
I'm
Give it to my
I
lady. I would
I
never
bet-
wear it.
Matter
I would
of
never
fact-
wear
Let's
it.
make a bet. I bet you.
listen,
I bet you I won't wear it.
We're
Give it to
gonna
my
get
lady.
you a custom dad as fuck.
Yes.
Oh, if it's custom,
baby
then I gotta do
holster.
it. Then I gotta
Nah,
do it.
you gotta do it because
I gotta do it because
because
it's custom.
and that's actually
It's not the
safer
thing
than
to do.
pushing the stroller with one hand.
Yeah, it's
No, it
way safer.
way safer.
Cause he on you. He on you.
Because if you hit that same rock on feet,
You deserve whatever comes your way.
you go face first and your baby's in trouble.
That's so funny. Do you got it? Y'all gotta stop.
My y'all, I don't have one. I mean, y'all
Yeah.
can get back to me.
I don't have one either. They both
that was
gave
good,
theirs.
though.
It's just us.
That was good.
That was a good one.
Yeah, we good with that.
So can we vote on that? Is that do y'all
I mean, it's
gotta
3-1,
stop?
so I really don't.
obvious that
I lost the
we
vote
think
with
it's
y'all.
obvious.
So you lost the vote.
But I'm speaking for America.
Listen,
Look at the camera.
listen, they voted. Hold on, they voted against me last week when I said I don't like nicknames like stink and poo poo and butt.
Nah, that's cool.
See,
cool.
I don't like that. I don't like. No, I like cuckoo. I don't
No,
know.
I'm saying
I
I like that.
Man,
No, I'm
listen,
saying
no,
that's
y'all
serious.
gotta stop now. Stop that.
And all that.
Y'all
That's
gotta
cool.
stop.
That's cool. There's nothing
Listen,
wrong
thank
with
y'all
that.
for tuning
My
in to this
baby don't
episode
stink.
of Daddy F Show, man.
Appreciate
Host,
y'all for having me,
Sizzle
bro.
Cells.
James Rich.
That intro
Who the
dope
God?
as fuck, bro.
Whatever.
Oh my God.
And my son Russ. Thank y'all for tuning in. We see y'all next week. We see y'all next week.
Later.
Follow me, I'm bad as fuck, I think I know the way.